We have a new king of LMGs in PUBG Mobile. Let's get started. There's a new LMG coming to PUBG Mobile pretty soon. It's in the beta right now. You guys know about the MG3. And guys, it is going to be the reigning king of all LMGs. Now, currently in PUBG Mobile, there is two LMGs. There's the M249 Saw and the DP28. And both of these weapons have their pluses and minuses. But I'm going to tell you something. There's not many minuses to the MG3. It is extremely high fire rate. It is very controllable, and it is indeed a killer. With that being said, I did some testing on this, guys. I did some comparison. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to let those comparisons run, and then we'll talk about it. Now, what you're going to see here is I'm going to be testing the MG3 for controllability. I'm going to be running in the standing position right here at 900 rounds per minute. Now I'm in the crouch position at 900 rounds per minute. And I will end off in the prone position at 900 rounds per minute. Obviously, the prone is going to be easier to control. Now I'm going to do this same test at 660 rounds per minute, and let's see the results. So far, I think the 660 in a standing position had actually a little bit more recoil control problems. But other than that, in the crouched and in the prone, it runs like a dream. Just finish watching this. We'll get on to the comparisons right after this. Now what you're seeing here is the MG3 at 900 rounds a minute compared to the Saw at its fire rate. And as you see, I'm already reloading and the Saw was still firing. Now we're going at 660 rounds a minute, and let's see what we got here. The MG3 finishes just before the Saw at 660. Now we're going to compare the 249 to the DP28. Now the DP28 doesn't have 75 rounds, so it finishes first because it only had 47. But as you can see right now, just based on these two comparisons, just how much these two LMGs are outclassed by the MG3. Alright, so watching those testings, you see how manageable all three of these LMGs really are. However, you also see how much more faster, I guess, the fire rate is for the MG3 versus the Saw and the DP28. It is unbelievable how quick this thing is, guys. And also remember, it is packing the 7.62 ammunition, which is always more devastating than 5.56, which the M249 uses. So with that, it's amazing. Now, let's talk about this before we get any further. The origins of the MG3. Now, guys, I don't know if many of you know this, but in World War II, the predecessor to the MG3 was a LMG called the MG42. The MG42 was by all rights, it looked exactly like the MG3. They both, you couldn't tell the difference if you laid them beside each other. However, the MG42 had a higher rate of fire. It shot 1,500 rounds per minute, and the MG3, which is the more modernized version of the MG42, it fires 1,200 rounds a minute. Now you're going, Goon, what are you talking about? That's not in PUBG Mobile. Well, you're right. PUBG Mobile dropped the fire rate down to 990 rounds a minute. And you can even drop it even more to 660 rounds a minute. Not sure why they done that. It would have been really cool to keep the fire rates high just like they are in real life. However, you know, PUBG Mobile does what they do because it makes sense for them in game. So that's beyond our understanding. Now, the Saw in real life, it fires 850 rounds per minute. So it's slightly, well, in real life, it's a lot slower. Now, in game, it's visibly slower as you've seen in the test, but I'm not sure what the rounds per minute are with the Saw. I don't think we had any of that information. I'll try to find that. If you guys have that information, let me know in the comments. And also for the DP28, because I couldn't find any resources that told me what how many rounds per minute that the DP28 fired, but it is extremely slow. However, it's a devastating round, of course, the 7.62 for the DP28. However, it is completely outclassed now by the MG3, and I think other than the fact that the MG3 is a crate drop weapon, there would really be no use for you to use a DP once you get MG3. I mean, it's completely outclassed now. So that's why I say we got a new king of LMGs, guys. It is the MG3, 100%. This gun is devastating. It is controllable. It damages. It even has a damage multiplier for vehicles. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's crazy. And it is just completely devastating. The fire rate is so fast. It just chews through level 3 armor like nobody's business. With that being said, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed this video, smash like on it. You know, and if you like watching my content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and definitely turn post notifications on. Be ready for the next video that I put out. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me know if you're excited about this MG3, because this guy is. After playing it on the beta, it was amazing, and I am ready to make some videos with it for you guys. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I am out of here.